The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a lot of clay. It's going to feel like a wasteful amount of clay, but more clay than you think you would need. And I already sort of shaped this into an oval. If you start with a circle, this is not going to work very well for you. So I'm flattening it enough to put in the slab roller. So this looks like an enormous amount of clay, right? And it is. But it's lovely, and it's what we're looking for. And I'm exaggerating the shape of this because I really want you to understand what I'm looking for. The first thing you're going to do is cut a right angle. I'm not really going to measure a right angle. I always cut on the bad side of the clay in case I slip. I'm just lining that up here. Okay. We have a nice right angle here. This might be a good time to just burnish a little bit. I would make sure your sponge is not too wet. If you add too much hydration into this clay, it's going to be very hard to get a cylindrical shape. So this one here is 4.5, and we know the clay shrinks a little bit. So if I'm looking for something close to a 4-inch mug, I might do 4.5. So I always measure twice. Do you know the saying? Measure twice, cut once. That's right. So I measure in 2 spots here, and I'm going to cut here. So what I'm going to do is gently. You have to be gentle. If you're like a bull in a china shop, this is going to backfire. If you just pinch this the wrong way, I mean, look at how slow motion I'm doing this. Super slow motion. I'm looking to get a good diameter. Watch this. But Miss Pace, what's with that overlap? Are you going to blend that? If I blend that, it's going to be very uneven. I'm getting a perfect circle. This is one of your last chances to get a perfect circle. Ready for it? Ready? What? Take out the extra. Miss Pace, that's so satisfying. Now, what do you think I want to remove of? Any evidence of my, say it loud, seam. Just like another project we did, right?
Sure.
Just like the shaker. So I don't want to see any evidence of your seam on the inside or the outside. This is a red rib tool. It's very flexible. I'll point this towards you guys. I can sort of go along the seam with this tool, and I can then go back and forth, and that's helping to blend those fibers together. But Miss Pace, how do you get the inside? That's tricky. I take a wooden modeling tool. This is going to be on your quiz what this tool is. I'm adding counter pressure on the outside, and I'm blending the inside. Seamless. If you don't blend that well, that crack will come back to haunt you. It'll crack again in the kiln. Now, I purposely left myself a little bit of slab here. Do you know why? That's the bottom, which we're going to call the floor. So think of the interior of a room. If that's my floor, what might this be? My wall. I'm going to trace right to the mug. Whoopsies. Went off the mat. It's okay. And then watch this. I'm going to slice here, slice there. Those line up perfectly together right now. Don't separate those. You'll never line them up like that again. Flip them over together. Have I slipped and scored once? I have not. And I'm not again. Because it's wet clay, I can get away with this. Okay. We have a vessel. And there you have it. Now, the bottom is the floor. The sides are the wall. Those are like an interior of a room. This part is a little different. This is the lip. I want you to burnish this lip 500 times. You don't have to count, but you just spend the rest of the class burnishing that lip. And what we're doing today is we're perfecting the vessel. We're mastering this form. We're getting rid of the canvas texture. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to make a handle. If you're having a tough time thinking of a common thread, you can look at my examples here. I have this great book. Guess how many pictures of cups there are in here?
500.
There's 500. So there's lots of ideas for handles and mugs. If you take some clay and you did something weird on the bottom to elevate it up off the table, I don't know, something weird, right? It's back to the body part again. It's called a foot. So there's some cute examples in here of feet on clay. You could do legs. That could be your common thread. I'm thinking about your octopus. All right, cool. Thank you guys.